Hello yogis. This is going to be an all levels Hatha style class, and we are going to work on twisting, and we'll work to or towards Parsva Bakasana, which is an arm balance, a twisted arm balance where your knees are on your tricep. But if you're not yet at a place where you can fully balance on your hands, I'm going to give plenty of options. So don't shy away, even if you don't feel like a full arm balance is in your world yet. And if you do want to progress to the arm balance, then this is a great class to work up into that and get really strong in that and kind of find some ways to figure it out. You will need 2 blocks and a strap, and you may need a cushion or a bolster, or if you have 3 blocks, there will be an option to possibly use that. So we will get started for twisting. So bring the strap down. You can kind of take your fingers and feel. There's the nice flat bone of your sacrum, right? It's a big flat triangle bone at the base of your spine. And then palpate up with your fingers and feel kind of where the first vertebra happens. The first little bump above the flat bone, okay? And you're going to place the strap right about there. So for me, it's in line with my hip bones, but below my belly button. Okay. And then cross the strap in front of you so that the strap that comes around the left side of your waist is on top, and the strap that comes around the right side of your waist is on the bottom. And then you're going to hold the top strap in your right hand and the bottom strap in your left hand. It's like cat's cradle with yoga. Okay, so sit up nice and tall. Maybe if you haven't already, you can pull the flesh out of the way so that your sit bones are in firm contact with the floor. Take an inhale and just pull on the right side of the strap, holding the left side of the strap steady, and use that pull to twist yourself. Take a breath. And then move the strap up about 1 strap width. That'll be a couple of vertebrae higher. So for me now it's in line with my belly button, but every body is different. Okay, and again, strap in your left hand is the one on the bottom. Strap in your right hand is the one on the top. So you're a little bit twisted. Take a deep inhale. And again, use the pull on the right side of the strap to pull yourself a little bit more twisted. Trying to twist from exactly where the strap is and keeping everything else above the strap pretty much in line with each other. And then move the strap up, another strap width. Maybe you're at the base of your rib cage now. And then inhale, exhale, pull with the right side. Take a breath there, using the pull of the strap to kind of tease a little bit more out of your spine. And then hold that position, release the strap, move it up. So there's a little bit of abdominal engagement as you hold the position at each place. And then again, on the next exhale, pull more strongly with the right side of the strap to twist yourself, twisting from where the strap is. Hold that position, move the strap up. Now it's kind of pretty much under your armpits. On your next exhale, pull. Really trying to twist it from exactly where the strap is. Hold that position, release the strap. Bring the strap this time up around the base of your neck. And I don't want you to strangle yourself. So the left hand pulls straight down on the right side of the strap, and the left side of the strap comes up and across your jaw. So pull down on the pull down with the left hand and pull across with the right hand. Breathe. And maybe you can twist yourself a little farther. Twist also with your eyeballs. So send them to the
right side of the eye sockets. And then hold that position, and we will move back down. So bring the strap back under your armpits. And maybe you can twist a little farther. Hold that position, get down a strap width. On the exhale, wring yourself out. Hold that position, move the strap down. Twist. Keep looking into the right side of your eyeballs. Keep trying to twist with your neck. Move the strap down. Hold the position as you move the strap. Now you should be pretty much at the bottom. And then release the strap. Take your left hand to the outer right knee. Place your right hand, your right fingertips behind you. And now use your hands maybe to twist a little farther. And so hopefully with all of that active segmented twisting, this now feels quite deep and quite balanced in your body. Think about breathing the crown of your head to the ceiling. And the exhales maybe bring you out any amount more. And then release the hands, hold the position. And then return to center. Shake that out a little bit. Okay, second side. Come to one end of your mat. So let's see, come all the way, face the long edge of your mat. Come all the way to the left end of your mat. And then come up onto your feet. And you can have your heels lifted for this. Yes, you're welcome. It's not a full malasana, okay? And then bring your hands out to the side on the floor so that both knees are on the outside of your left tricep, okay? And then you're gonna kind of crab your way up your mat. So lean some weight into your hands and step right hand, right foot, left hand, left foot. Right hand. So you're kind of crabbing yourself, but try to keep your arms to the right side of your knees. I don't think I did a very good job of that. When you get to the other end of your mat, bring your hands to the floor and do the same thing. So you can actually explore, see what works for you, but try to keep your knees mostly to the outside of your right arm. And then do it one more time. Maybe you start to make these little hops, placing your hands and hopping your feet. Placing your hands, hopping your feet. Placing your hands, hopping your feet. Placing your hands, hopping your feet. Maybe you start to make the hops a little bit bigger. Okay, placing your hands, hopping your feet. Placing your hands, maybe a little floatier, a little more hang time. And then go the other way. So some of you may remember from our Bakasana class, playing around with Bakasana class, we used the blocks as a support for the shoulders, and that just kind of, it decreases the requirements on the arms, but allows you to kind of feel what it feels like to lift the legs away from the floor. So your first option will be to use the blocks. They'll be on their tallest setting, about shoulder distance apart, and you'll come to this kind of kneeling or crouching position. Your heels can be lifted, that's totally fine. And you'll work yourself into the twist. Now, once your left elbow is outside your right knee, then you want to like round through the spine, like kind of like cat pose, or like when we had the block on the back and we were pushing the shoulder blades apart, spreading them apart, protracting the shoulder blades, okay? So you want to keep that sense of buoyancy away from the floor. Plant your hands behind the blocks. Corkscrew your hands into the mat. So the right hand clockwise, left hand counterclockwise, and pull the elbows into the midline, kind of like you did at the beginning of class when you were squeezing the block. And then again, push the floor away, puff through the chest, and bend your elbows and bring your shoulders to the blocks. Now you can either, some people as an entry point like to keep the right hip on the right elbow. so that there's 2 contact points on the arms, and then just pull the heels into the butt, push your, gaze forward, so gaze through your eyebrows ahead of you into the floor, and see if you can hover your feet. Pull your heels into the butt, pull your belly button into the spine, try to round through the spine, corkscrew your hands into the floor. Maybe you can start to tip a little more weight into your hands and hover over the blocks. So using the blocks as an entry point and then maybe trying to find balance. Now, so you could try that and then you try it on both sides. If the feet feel super heavy, so if that works for you, then move on. If the feet feel super heavy, like you can't lift them, then sometimes, here I'll demo this one on the second side, sometimes having the feet up on elevated can help. This is where the third block or maybe the couch cushion or thick books, whatever you've got, can be handy here. So you start with the feet in a higher position, okay? The issue here now is the floor is a little farther away, so you got to get your arms really out there, okay? So this is for people maybe who are more flexible, less strong, okay? So you get your hands, your elbow outside your knee, find your hands on the floor behind the blocks, corkscrew your hands into the blocks, pull your elbows together, puff up through the upper back, spread the shoulder blades apart, and then tip your weight forward onto the blocks. And maybe your feet stay on the support, but maybe since they're so high, they just lift right up, okay? And then squeeze the heels to the butt, gaze forward through your eyebrows, try to keep pushing the shoulder blades apart, corkscrewing the hands into the floor, and maybe you can then tip your weight back and hover over the blocks, okay? That's option 2. Now, for some, being down in this low crouching position and reaching the floor with both hands is difficult, okay? So this next option is for those of you who maybe are less flexible. So the issue here is that you won't have the support for the shoulders. So maybe you put your cushion in front of you like a crash pad in case you fall. So it just kind of gives you a little more courage because it's there for you. Okay, so for this variation, your hands will go to the blocks. So this is for people who this is as far as they can crouch down, get your elbow outside your knee, and then the blocks elevate the floor. Okay, so then your hands find the blocks. Again, right hip can be on right elbow, but corkscrew your hands into the blocks, pull your elbows to the midline, push your shoulder blades apart, gaze forward as you tip forward, and maybe the feet come up. Squeeze the heels to the butt and try to twist your shoulders parallel to the floor. Okay.